Sanibonani, igama nguThandeka Okabekwa ovela kwaBekwa Mombo Publications. Namhlanje siyaqhubeka njalo nomsebenzi wokubuyekeza. This is still a revision session. But namhlanje ke we are just focusing on iziphawulo. Ngaphansi kweziphawulo nezibaluli, we'll focus on just iziphawulo, the adjectives. Isizathu salokho ukuthi kuma previous question papers that I have seen bekuneziphawulo mostly, right? So ngizoyenza enye video yezibaluli, all right, nomahluko between the two of them. But because the main reason for this video is just for us to revise the previous question papers. There aren't that many. The section ibingeningi kakhulu ekuhlolweni kwamaphepha adlule, but again we'll just have a look at those question papers from the previous years and then bese siyaqhubeka. Ngaphambi ke kokuthi siqale umsebenzi wokuchaza, ngizonikhumbuza ukuthi lo msebenzi esiwenzayo, the work that I am doing, it draws from these books that you see on the screen. So umsebenzi ovela encwadini zakaBekwa Mombo Publications, kunencwadi ekuthiwa uSekuyasa Nakithi, that is a language and grammar book, and zikhona nezinye for other things. But again, this work in particular is from one of the Sekuyasa Nakithi, actually all of them, because it's Paulo. We start doing his Paulo from as early as grade 8, even in the prep as well. So siyatholakala ke ku www.kabekwamombo.co.za, or you can just send us an email on publications@kabekwamombo.co.za. You can actually purchase incwadi yakho ungazithengela directly from our website. Kuyasiza ke ukukhatha ku middleman kwenza incwadi uyithole ngamanani aphansi kunaleyo ozoyithenga e-bookstore. Right. So uma ngabe sesiqhubeka ke nomsebenzi, iziphawulo kubalekile ukuthi ukwazi ukusibona. It's important for you to know and identify igama elisuke liyisiphawulo, the actual true adjective. So these are some of the examples of iziphawulo. Konje ke uzokhumbula ukuthi isiphawulo yigama elichaza ibizo emshweni, which means an adjective is a word that describes a noun in a sentence, right? So these are just a couple of examples esinawo kuma adjectives, and over here we have amagama that are relatives. So we've got adjectives as well as the relatives, but our focus for today's lesson, or today's video, is on just the adjectives. All right. So kukhona amagama khulu, ncane, defishane, dala, shahlebi, and you will notice ukuthi when these words are written as individual words, uma ngabe lamagama ebhalwe aba ngamagama azimele, aba nalo yamugqwana osekuqaleni, all right, okhombisa ukuthi igama liphelele. So these words will have a hyphen before the actual word, just as an indication that it's an incomplete word, and in order for it to be complete, there needs to be a prefix that speaks to the noun that is being described, okay? And that prefix is called isivumelwano. Remember, all those prefixes are called isivumelwano. It's isivumelwano sesiphawulo because it's an adjective prefix. Sisazwana, number 1, right? So, okay, silichaza kanjani ke ibizo emshweni? How do we describe a noun in a sentence? Sisebenzisa obviously amagama esiwabiza ngokuthi iziqu zesiphawulo. Right, okay, iziqu zesiphawulo, igama elithi isiqu, it refers to a stem word. Remember what a stem word is, the word that carries the meaning to the actual word, and you can't tamper with the stem word because otherwise it loses its meaning. You distorting meaning yalelo gama lelo esilibiza ngokuthi stem word. And hence amagama ke Paulo, the adjectives, they describe the noun. So anything that has to do with the noun, it requires ulwazi lwakho lwama-noun clauses. But I'm not going to just give you the table that you always see, but I will work according to different groupings, right? So I will group the nouns, and I will also show you how to create your own adjective prefix, okay, depending on the stem word, on the adjective stem word that is given, right? So sizoqala-ke ngokubheka amagama aqala ngo-u noma aqala ngo-um noma aqala ngo-umu, right? Basically an u beginning word or umu beginning word. So, or without an u. So to create or construct your own adjective prefix, you need to have a standard a. So lo siwusebenzisa whenever. This a is used whenever you want to create your own adjective prefix without having to remember the noun class table or even try and memorize it. So, and then how you create your own adjective prefix, especially for this class, words starting with the u or with the or with the umu, they depend on the adjective stem word, right? So we have two different types of adjective stem words. We have the ones that are said to be multi-syllabic adjective stem word, as you can see them, right? So lezo phawulo zinemsindo emibili nangaphezulu, right? They have two or more sounds or syllables. That's why igama kuthiwa ama multi-syllabic adjective stem words. So if you look at the examples that we have, ake siwafunde ndawonye, let us read them together. Da, la, it's two sound. Nga, ne, it's two sounds. Ni, ngi, it's two sound. Ku, lu, it's two sound. Fi, sha, ne, it's three sounds. So do you understand now what we mean by a multi-syllabic adjective stem word? Nazoge, well done. So if you have a multi-syllabic adjective stem word and you want to create your own adjective prefix, and the word that you are describing, it's an u beginning word or an beginning word, you ought to use a standard a plus The is and then when you match these two, when you say a plus u, then we know what it gives us an o, and then we drop the m, right? And then the prefix for multisyllabic adjective stem word will be omdala, omncane, omningi, omkhulu, omfishane, like that. So this is your isiphawulo now complete. But this one only applies to u beginning words and or umu beginning words, right? But provided the adjective stem word is multisyllabic. Now, the question is, what do we do if the adjective stem word is a monosyllabic? So these are the monosyllabic adjective stem word. What does mono mean? Yes, mono means one. Right, as you can see on our examples, he, which means beautiful, bi, which means ugly, sha, which means new, de, which means long or tall. All right. So uyayibona the difference between the two. Siyabona umehluko. So this is the difference between the two. And this only happens in nouns beginning with the u and where we have to look at the adjective stem word that is given. With the rest of the other noun prefixes, we don't consider this. We just treat it as, as the same way. So if you are given a monosyllabic adjective stem word, you can still create your own adjective prefix. Now, how do you do that? You still use your standard a, then you say standard a plus umu. Can you see the difference between these prefixes? So this is and this is umu. So the umu with a u at the end is used with monosyllabic adjective stem word. And when you match the two, remember, a plus u gives us an o, and then you drop the mu. And the prefix to u and umu beginning word, and if you are given a monosyllabic adjective stem, will be omuhle, omubi, omusha, omude. Siyayibona ukuthi ihamba kanjani? As simple as that. Siyabona ukuthi kuyenzeka, it's doable, right? Okay, without ukuchitha isikhathi, without wasting time, ngaphandle kokuchitha isikhathi, ake sibheke-ke manje amabizo aqala ngo-o, noma aqala ngo-aba, noma amabizo aqala ngo-abe, right? Okay, so even with those words, we still use a standard a, okay, to describe those words, plus aba. All right, so it doesn't matter whether you have an o beginning word or an aba beginning word that you are describing, or an abe beginning word lelo lichazayo. Remember ukuthi iy'phawulo ziwuhlobo oluthile lwezichasiso, right? Okay, and then when you match these two, an a plus an a, remember in Zulu we may not have two vowels following each other. If that happens, then we match the vowels, okay? So siyakuhlanganisa-ke lokhu sisebenzisa uhlelo olubizwa ngokuthi it's a process of coalescing, but igama elingasho lutho, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, but okwethu nje is to know the Zulu math. So you apply the Zulu math where you say umhlanganisa no kuphuma omunyu right? And it doesn't matter where the type of adjective stem word that you are given or that you are using or that you have. So whether it's monosyllabic or it's multisyllabic, it doesn't matter. The rules are still the same. So the only time you have to consider this is if your prefix is an u or an beginning word. Right, in this case, when you match these two, remember a plus a will give us an a, and then we drop the ba, then the new prefix will be abadala, abancane, abaningi, abakhulu, abafishane. Abadala that are old, abancane that are young, abaningi that's lots, abakhulu that are big, abafishane that are short. We are born even with the monosyllabic stem words, abahle, ababi, abasha, abakhulu. We are born noma abade, right? Okay. Sayibona lento ukuthi ihamba kanjalo nje, ayihluphi nakancane. Ake sibone ukuthi lokho esesichazile siyakulandela yini, whether we are following or not. Let us see. Right, here is our instruction. Gcwalisa imisho ngezivumelwano zeziphawulo ezifanele. Remember, isivumelwano is a link, isivumelwano is a concord, isivumelwano could also mean some form of a prefix to a word, all right? So, and these ones in particular are that of izipawulo, meaning adjectives. There is nothing as important as to thoroughly fundisisa, ukufundisisa, to thoroughly read the instructions so that you know exactly what is required of you. Right. So, ake sibheke-ke isibonelo. Abafana dala badla amasi. Right. The noun there is abafana, and the word that is given is dala. Because this is not an beginning word or an u beginning word, we need not worry about the adjective stem that is given. Right, okay. So we just apply the rules, okay. The o beginning word here, obaba, right? We have a monosyllabic adjective stem, but because it's an o beginning word, we need not worry whether this is a multisyllable or monosyllabic. Here we also have abantwana, it's an aba beginning word. So to sort this one out, it would be abafana abadala. Then there's a subject concord follows. Because I know to some students, they really, really struggle when it comes to, describing a noun. They tend to want to use a subject concord. You can't do that. All right. So in a sentence, you will have a word that describes the noun and then the subject concord follows because a subject concord prefixes a verb. Where is alone, right? So you have an or beginning word. Oh baba, abade. All right. Bafunda. The ba is a subject concord, but the adjective prefix is ivumelwano sesipawulo is aba for abade. Abantwana abahle. Hle means beautiful. Bakubo, they are that at their house. Right, because igama abantwana. Seyibona lento. Ake sibheke futhi number 4. Umuntu sha udansa umdanso iKilimanjaro. Right, nakho ke sekwenzeka. So you have umuntu, it's an umu beginning word. Right, senze njani. If it's an or an u beginning word, we look at the adjective stem word that is provided, and then we ask ourselves, is this a monosyllabic or is it a multisyllabic? If it's a monosyllabic, then we use a standard a plus but plus umu, which is a prefix of this prefix actually. All right. Then the new word will be omusha. You know how this is formed. Umama omncane, because you have ne, so you can't use a plus umu, but you use a plus because you have a multi-syllabic adjective stem. Then umzali omubi, a plus umu, all right? Even though it's an beginning word, you still use a plus umu so that you can get omu because of the b, which is monosyllabic adjective stem word. Yatholakala lento. Awuyicabangisise uma khona la udideka khona khona uzobuza ubuzisise nakuthisha wakho. At some point we'll have a live stream noma izinto ezinjalo nje sibone ukuthi ngike sikwazini. Kuyajabulisa ukuthi-ke siyalandela futhi siyayibona lento ukuthi isebenza kanjani. It is doable. Ifuna nje ukuthi ulalelisise ukuze ukwazi ukuyenza kahle. Right, so after this we'll move on to previous question papers, and then we'll work on those and see if you will not get all those answers correct. Okay, so then moving forward to the noun prefixes, right? Uma ngabe sifika-ke emagameni-ke aqala ngonkamisa, not ngonkamisa, why am I even going there, right? So aqala ngesiqalo u-I noma u-ili. Remember ukuthi leli class, it's class 5. Usually the words from this class, they are written as E, but we know ukuthi there's a silent li. Well, how do we know when we use these words in sentences, they tend to want a subject concord, which is a li. All right. So this is where we find amagama such as ilibola, iligama, ilicici, iliashi. You know, remember Guma lessons A2, we said usually if you have an E beginning word and it's followed by any other letter of the alphabet except for a letter S, a Z, N, and M, all right, so remember, such is the majority, but akhona magama that may look deceiving, all right, and you would think the S is part of the prefix when it's not, and the Z is part of the prefix when it's not, the N is part of the prefix when it's not, okay, so excluding those words too, right? So, but in this case, these words are supposed to be written as ily beginning words, but not all of them are structured like that. So to create your own adjective prefix, once again, you use a standard R, but standard R plus the original prefix to all of those words, even though when they are written as individual words, the li is not showing. But you still use it when you want to construct a meaningful adjective prefix for such words. And just like all the other adjective stem, it doesn't matter. All right. It's only the u and the beginning words where we have to think about this and see which one is multi, which one is mono. But here we just don't care. Right, so when we creating our own adjective prefix, we'll say that standard R plus E then it will be an e, because a mhlanganisa no e wenza e, and then the new word that is formed is elidala. Uyabona? Then you faka no dala, you can just add whichever adjective stem word you want to add, whether it's mono or it's multi. Elidala, that is old, elincane, that is small, elikhulu, that is big, elifishane, that is short, elihle, that is beautiful, elibi, that is ugly or bad, elisha, that is new, elide, that is tall. Seyibona lento ukuthi ihamba kanjani. So it's as simple as that. Right. So lana ke kuthiwa ke any e beginning word, noun, followed by any of these letters s or other than beginning noun followed by any other than any letter other than these ones. Okay, remember these ones. No, they don't belong to this class. If it's an I and an S, I and a Z, I and an N, I and M, it does not belong to this class. All right, as a prefix. As a prefix. All right. Okay. Remember, I said kukhona amagama that may seem deceiving, but the prefix is just an e or an ili that is silent. Okay. All right. So sizoqhubeka ke siqhubekele phambili. Okay. Sidlulele ke kwizigaba ezilandelayo zamabizo uma ngabe sizichaza when we describe amabizo manje aqala ngaleziya ziqalo. These are iziqalo, the prefixes, the in beginning word, the easy beginning word, the isn beginning word, and the im beginning word. Right, okay. So uma kibizo elichazwayo liqala ngesinye salezi ziqalo, if a noun that is described start with any of these prefixes, khumbula ukuphongoza iziphawulo kanje. So you must remember to just prefix iziphawulo, the adjective stem word as follows. All right. So this happens to these adjective stem words or these relative stem words. Okay, so these are just relatives, even though this is focusing on the adjectives, but yeah, here are some relatives as well, right? So igama elithi khulu, it's a KH. I'm not gonna explain the technical educational meaning to this change. It's not important, okwamanje. What is important is for you to have a better understanding of this. Okay, you'll worry about that when you get to university and you do ama-linguistic nan. Right, so ukhulu ke uyashintsha. If you are describing ibizo that start with in, then before or after the adjective prefix, then the khulu becomes nkulu with an NK. Can you see the H is no longer there? And then nkulu. Udala now changes from dala and it becomes ndala. And then usha changes from becoming sha, from sha to becoming ncha. There's an NT, all right, there, then before the SH. And then uhle becomes the nche with an N. Ubi becomes the mbi, all right. And then ubili becomes the mbili. Utatu becomes ndatu. Untlanu becomes ntlanu, right? So you will also remember this in numbers. So in numbers, when we're doing when we're counting his number, mangabe sibale enombolweni siyayisithi when we say his number ngesizulu, we said it's a tenth and a unit, and we always say if any of these numbers, a 2, a 3, a 2, a 3, and a 5 are on the unit side, they will take this form. That is because sisuke described by the tenth. Okay, the actual number, the tenth. That's why for the 2 and the 3 and the 5, they change format because they are relatives. So that is the reason. But we don't even use our technical terms to explain that, because even the grade 8s, they just grasp that easily. If you tell them, if you are given a 2-digit number and the 2, the 3, and the 5 is on the unit side, then it will be mbili and datu and ntlanu. And I'm sure you guys also remember that. Okay. So sizoqhubeka ke ngibona ukuthi abantu bayaqonda yini. Right, so now the words that we are looking at are the in beginning words, the easy beginning word, and the isn't beginning word, as well as the im, not the imi, but the im. Okay, nazi izibonelo. Here are the examples of how we can construct our own what you call adjective prefixes for in beginning words, easy beginning words, isn't beginning words, and in beginning words, right? So, uma unegama eliu im, you will still use a standard a plus u-e, okay, which is part of the prefix. And also for in beginning word, you will use a standard a plus u-e, which is part of the prefix. So between im and in beginning words, we look at what is common. Okay, these are the prefixes, so we use e. And then when we merge these two, we say a, which is standard plus e, then we will get ue. All right, okay? And then here is the sibonelo set. We've got an in beginning word, imbuzi. There is mbuzi, and we want to describe and say this is a big goat. All right, because imbuzi it's an in beginning word, we will use a plus e, and then we will have an a. But because the word that the adjective stem word that we use for big is kulu, then it changes its format into nkulu. Right. And in beginning word, a plus e. Remember what you im no in, they tend to follow the same rules in everything. Right. So you have now inja, right? Inja, it's an in beginning word, all right? So, but because this adjective stem word is not a kulu, we are born, right? So, but the adjective stem word is ngane, and ngane is not on that list, all right, where you find that adjective stem words changes. So, therefore, we'll say a plus e equals to e, and then there's ngane. Uyabona? Right. And then we have inja, right? It's an in beginning word. But now we've got an adjective stem that is listed on the previous slide, that it changes its format from dala into ndala when you are describing an in beginning word. Then the prefix will be indala, like that. And for easy beginning words, right? So we say a plus the easy, okay? Whether it's an isn't, but for easy beginning word, you will then match the a plus e, it will give us an a, and then you drop the z. And if you're describing an easy beginning word, izingane, ezi, nkulu. All right. I don't know why izingane would be nkulu like that. It's supposed to be eziningi. But anyway, right. Okay. It doesn't make sense, but anyway, but the rule does make sense because it's an easy beginning word. Then it will be ezi, then the nkulu, like that. All right. So I'm hoping ukuthi ke iyalandeleka lento ukuthi ihamba kanjani. All right. Ake sibheke izibonelo zalezi zinto esisanda kuzithatha, the isn't, the in, and the in beginning word. So here are examples. Once again, you thoroughly read the instruction and you look for the key words. Ngizivumelwano zezipawulo, right? And indoda, khulu iyagijima. So indoda, it's an in beginning word, and the adjective stem word that is given is khulu, and we are describing an in beginning word. Therefore, khulu will be enkulu. Remember what enkulu comes from a plus e of indoda, and then because of the nature of the this adjective stem word, it changes into nkulu. Uhamba ngemoto hle, right? She is driving, we want to say beautiful car. It would be uhamba ngemoto, because the noun here is imoto. This was nga plus imoto. Sometimes you may be given, remember, a word that is described maybe before the noun or after, before the adjective stem word or after the adjective stem word, right? If it's after the adjective stem word, then it loses the first vowel. But if it's before, like here, like these examples, then you have, and you are given a word that has a prefix that means something else. You need to just, separate that word structure to a noun so that you can have a noun. Once you are left with a noun, you can then easily see which part of the noun is a prefix. Then you'll be able to make a wise decision in terms of choosing the correct prefix. All right. Izingane, then ezimbili, izingane bili. It's an easy beginning word. Zigeza izitsha. Therefore, we say izingane ezimbili zigeza izitsha. Amantombazane hle, then it's amantombazane amahle here. Can you see? Because you've got amantombazane, the hle doesn't change into enhle. All right, so I think I just added that to show you that if it's not an easy beginning word, an in beginning word, an im beginning word, therefore you can't use enhle, mb, enkulu, but only if the noun that is being described is an isn beginning word, im beginning words, in beginning words. Siyayizwa lonto, right? So ake sibheke ke izibonelo ke zamaphepha ke aseke abakhona kuma ake sibuke ke izibonelo zamaphepha leli iphepha ke langonyaka odlule. This is a 2024 paper. So this section ibuziwe ngonyaka odlule, right? Last year. And this is out of question 8. It says lungisa isiqeshana esingezansi ngokufaka izivumelwano zesiphawulo ezifanele. Bhala impendulo kuphela, bhala igama eliphelele, right? So once again, it's a very important to thoroughly read the instruction. There are 3 things that are said kuleya instruction. Firstly, you have to fix the passage. So this is the passage by putting izivumelwano zesiphawulo. Now you know what you are looking for, adjective prefixes that are correct. Then they say bhala impendulo kuphela. You have to just write one answer. And then bali igama eliphelele, you have to write a full word. So for adjective, it is always advisable to write igama as a whole. Uyayizwa lonto? Write the whole word. Ngoba if you don't, you write just the prefix, then you may lose marks. So just listen to that. Just follow the instructions to the T. Uthisha khulu uyalabafundi ngomkhuba B wokuphuza utshwala. Abafundi dala kufanele babe isibonelo ukuze babe izingane hle esikoleni. Uyabona now, these words are not written as individual words. However, the best part about this section is that the nouns that are being described are before the describing word, the adjective before is Paul. So it's just going to make our lives a hell of a lot easier, right? Because the first thing to do is just to identify the noun so that you can find the prefix to the noun before working out your magic. Right, we have utisha. Utisha is an u beginning word, and then you have kulu. Remember, uti for only u and beginning word. So to create our own or to construct our own adjective prefix, see, we look at the adjective stem and then we ask ourselves, this is multi. Therefore, in order for me to create my own adjective stem for the u beginning word, I will use a standard a. Then I will say a plus Okay, and then I match the two, a plus will give me and then kulu, kulu, right? Because in no ula paya. The next one says uyala abafundi ngomkhuba. So once again, there is that word. Uyabona? There is unga plus all right? Umkhuba. Unga plus umkhuba. Unfortunately, the word is hiding there, right? So that is coming from that enga plus umkhuba. Be mindful of amagama like this. Sometimes you may be given a locative and then the word that needs to be described. So if it's a word that is a different part of speech that is derived from a noun, you break it down so that you are left with a noun so you can identify the prefix so you can easily work your magic. Right. So the given stem word is B. Yabon, right. So you will say Nga plus umkhuba. That O is coming from umkhuba. It's all from umkhuba. Okay, A plus U, which is O gomkhuba, which means the prefix to this noun is the Therefore, we'll say A plus ummu because I've got a monosyllabic adjective stem. Then the correct adjective word that the examiner is looking for is omubi. Then we have abafundi. It's an aba beginning word. Remember the rule for all beginning words, aba beginning words, and abe beginning words. We will use the standard a plus aba, and then the new word that is formed is aba, then whatever adjective prefix, adjective stem. Abadal. Babe yisibonelo ukuze babe yizingane. This word also it's and isibanjalo yizingane, it's the children. So it's easy to just scoop out the noun here, right? The prefix of the noun is izen, okay? And then for easy beginning word, we've got a she. What is the rule? You say a plus e, okay? Easy, and then the new word is ezinhle because it's an izen beginning word. Remember? Okay, kuhamba kahle. Ake siqhubeke-ke nemibuzo, right? Masiqhubeka nemibuzo nangomunye previous question paper waka-IEP, I can't remember which year though. Bhala izivumelwano zesiphawulo, right? Adjective prefixes egameni elibhalwe ngokugqamile word in bold. Nanka amagama in bold. Ede, ehle, enencane, right? So this one it says ubaba nguyena. Uyabona ukuthi uyena is an absolute pronoun. It's not a noun. Uyayibona? So what do we do? How do we work that one out? Kunathi sonke. Ekhaya kukhona intombazane. Oh, intombazane, it's okay. It's an in beginning word. That one is fine. Right, the next one, ilunga lomndeni ncane nguntofo. Okay, I see there's a ilunga, and then there's a lomndeni. Now, between these words, how do I know which one is a noun? All right, that is not a problem. Okay, I guess qale ngo 9.2. Let us start with 9.2.1. Ubaba nguyena. This is an absolute pronoun. Isabizwana soqobo lesi, uyena. Now, sengiyazibuza, konje uyena ke, what does it mean ngesingisi? It means him or her. Kusho ukuthi it represents a person. So it will stand for a noun that starts with or or with u. Uyayibona loo nto? So now that I know, I have the understanding of an absolute pronoun, and I know that this word will only stand for a person, which igama lomuntu is igama eliqala ngo-u, all right, in the noun classes. Then if that is the case, then I look at my adjective stem word. Oh, it's a day. All right, okay. Then I ask myself, is there mono? Is it multiple? Multisyllabic. Oh, it is mono. Now, how am I going to work out the prefix? Yala. So the prefix will be a standard a plus omu. Then at the day. Then when I match the two, the new word is omude. Uyabona sisebenza kanjani? Kanjalo nje. And then the next one, ekhaya kukhona intombazane. Remember what we said about the in beginning word, the easy beginning word, and the in beginning word. And especially if they are used with those special adjective stem word, the be, the hle, the dala, the kulu, and the fishane. Ukuthi they change formats. All right. Okay. So intombazane will be a plus e of intombazane. Then I have my prefix, which is e. And because I had hle there, right, the hle, then it will be nke. Right. I think it's simpler, it's easier that way than having to work out and memorize those prefixes, because sometimes you would find words where it will just be confusing to just memorize everything. Right, and the last one is ilunga. Ilunga, it's an ill beginning word, and this is the noun. This word describes the noun's ownership. Ilunga lomndeni, lomndeni of the family, right? Okay, therefore our focus will be on this word because it's the subject. All right. So for ill beginning word, we use a plus ili, all right, and then we will have eli and then mncane kanjalo nje. Uyabona ukuthi lento siyabona ukuthi amnandi ama-adjectives provided you understand i-understanding yakho and you practice. IsiZulu sifana ney'balo. Uloku wenza njalo uma wenza, the more you practice the better. Uyayibona leyo nto, right? Ake sibheke-ke isibonelo samagama aqala ngo-ama namagama aqala ngo-imi. All right, so this one is not im, but it's imi beginning words. So for ama beginning words, it's simple and straightforward. You use a plus the ama, which is the prefix. And then when you match the two, the new word that is formed is amahle, amadala, amabi, amade. It doesn't matter which adjective stem is given. But for imi beginning words, you say a plus e of the imi, and then the new prefix is emi. Whereupon, please be mindful of your prefix. If it's an im, then it will belong to the other class. All right, okay, it will use that different rule. But if it's imi with an I, then this is how you work out your adjective prefix. And it doesn't matter whether you have a monosyllabic adjective stem word or a multisyllabic adjective stem word. Yayibona loo nto. Right. So lezi zinto-ke ziyenzeka kamnandi kanjalo ukuthi singakwazini ukuzenzela. So lokhu ungazenzela just for practice purposes. I'll just quickly go through it, but you can just, spend more time on it. Masuzenzela ngokwakho. Ipanoi, it's an ili beginning word. It will be elikhulu. Also, in a sentence, it's always easier to kind of like figure out the adjective prefix. I mean, because the subject concord will always be your guide. So, kulu, then after the adjective word, stem word, the next word is a subject concord, li. Then you know, that means it's a plus ili, then it's eli. Ipande elite, because there's a li before the next word. Isisu, esi, it's a plus isi of isisu, then esikulu, sibuhlungu, imizi, ningi, njalo. Please just go through this. I'm not going to waste this katisako on this, but this is, what you can use to just practice. And to check your answers, you can check your answers. Here is Mbendulo for that activity for Biskati seed. And then this is how you form the is or the isi beginning word prefix. And I'm not going to waste too much time because you now have an understanding of how all of this works. Okay. And then for ubu beginning words, still use the standard a plus ubu, and then you will have obu. A plus uku, then you will have oku, which is a adjective stem word yakon. And then Nandi Pepagate Lugzina that we could find from the previous question papers. And this one is structured differently altogether, right? Lungisa magama kubakaki ukuba ukubhala is Paul, right? Adjective once again, bhala impendulo kuphela, right? Only the answer. Let's see for kubi ngempela. Uyabona ukuthi here the adjective is written incorrectly, all right? But now that we know the rules, EC4 is an EC beginning word. This is a demonstrative pronoun. Uyabona, right? And we also learned in one of the lessons that we covered, a demonstrative pronoun, you say la plus EC, then you have lesi, C4. Uyabona? Right. So you go back to the noun in its original form so that you can identify a prefix, because a prefix is what will help you construct or create your own adjective prefix. So here, wrong because there's a ku, and this is not an uku beginning word. Umuntu simhlasela isikhathi kufishane, it's a ku, but we have a noun, isi, right? Okay. So lesi sifo, then it'll be a plus isi of isifo. Then we say sibi when you are describing. So when you are describing, you drop the first vowel. Okay. But when you are describing ngale ndlela kade senza ngayo, then there will be an e. Uyabona? So umuntu simhlasela isikhathi esifishane, like here, right? So here we're saying this disease is bad. All right? And then here we say umuntu simhlasela isikhathi esifishane, it attacked a person for a very short while, a very short time. Okay, ngithemba ukuthi lokhu kube usizo. Siphelela lapha-ke isifundo sethu. Siyabonga, nginifisela okuhle kodwa. Thina la Kabekwa Mumbo Publications sitholakala ku-www.kabekwamumbo.co.za, noma ungasithumela i-email ku-publications@kabekwamumbo.co.za, noma usifonele ku-072 281 7187 uma ufuna uku-order iy'ncwadi zakho. Nibhale kahle, niphase, sinifisela okuhle kodwa. Siyabonga.